What is up, everyone? NightFury here from Tales of the Tome, continuing on where we last left off in Pokemon Academy Life Forever, where Bianca was just told the consequences of doxing her father. He's dead, Jim. And, never thought that murder would happen in a Pokemon game. Yes, this game is meant for a more mature adult audience, but damn, murder. Alright, well, let's see what happens, shall we? We believe that your revealing of his name and location may have... I'm sorry for your loss. Bianca? My glasses! My glasses broke! I need to... the glass! I did this. I killed Daddy. There are other feasible explanations. Leave me alone. I'm sorry, I need to ask you some more questions. You are under investigation. What? What left is there to ask? What can you even say right now? It is possible, given your stated poor relationship with your father, that you may have been working with... How dare you? How dare you? Get out! I'm sorry, we'll need to talk later, but I'll leave you alone for now. Daddy! No, Daddy! Bianca's mood has fallen to desolate. This can't be fair. Bianca was innocent. She's kind. They shouldn't have... No, not to her. Why did it have to be her? That woman's coming. I'm leaving. You should too. We'll convene later at the Hall of Justice. Meet you there. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like I should leave her alone for now. 'Cause, what could I even say? You know? Yeah, I think I'll just bounce. Jeez. You follow Hilbert back to the dining hall. However, as soon as you get there, he says he's going back to his dorm to think. You're unsure what to do, and decide to continue on as you were. Right. Yeah, okay. I really don't care. I'll go hang out with Sabrina, I guess. Yeah, let's just talk. Cool. Hilbert's not in class. I'm gonna go to ghost class. Try to keep things normal for a bit. Except for this. Hey, Ethan, again. The odds of this are incredibly small. Yeah. We've seen it before. General studies. Fantina, please kick my ass again. Why did I say that? That was stupid. Anyway. come on. Yeah, whatever. Classmate bonds, 26, cool. Never gonna beat that Miss Travis. Not as long as I can't learn hacks. Evening class, you all look very awake. That's what getting up in the morning for a hike up the mountain will do for you. Oh no, she's not gonna make us... Oh no, she's not gonna make us do it again, is she? Why do you care? You're evening Flannery right now. Evening Flannery loves the outdoors and hikes in the wild. Yeah, but morning Flannery is the one who's going to get to do it. Girl, we need to get you in a CAT scan. Let's talk about critical hits. Can anyone tell me the likelihood of landing one? Yes, you with your raised hand. It's 1 in 24. Well done. That's weird. Hilbert never raises his hand in class. He just says the answer. Is it possible we've actually found a teacher Hilbert respects? Wait, Hiccup, what's wrong? You look really upset. Did something happen when you followed Bianca? Wait, actually, she didn't show up on our normal elective either. What happened? It's not something I should share, but she'd probably appreciate a call from her old roommate right about now. Okay. What? What are you doing? What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm calling her. Not now, not in the middle of class. You said she'd appreciate a call right about now. It's a turn of phrase. Give it a few more hours at least. Jeez, also, Professor Cherry and more than a few other students are staring at you. Ugh, I can't stand that guy. Always interrupting class to say something stupid. He's worse than Snot Loud. Tell me about it. At least now our prof isn't constantly sucking his... You decide not to listen any further. Tune them out, Hiccup. Tune them out. I'll say something. I know you would. Please don't. Hiccup? Oh boy, here comes a chewing out. I know I couldn't survive in a classroom not taught by one of my best friends. Yes, Professor? Try to stay engaged with the lesson, okay? It's actually really important that you pay attention to this. In fact, it's important you all pay attention. A lot of what I'll be teaching in these homerooms will help you on the exams. It looks like you had previously just been thrown tests without any preparation. I'm hoping I can fix that for you. So, just to make sure you were paying attention, what is the average critical hit ratio of a move, Hiccup? 1 in 24? Perfect. Let's try to pay a bit more attention to the lectures from now on, okay? They're going to matter. And I'm not always going to say the important part in blue text. Right! She really is Ethan's babysitter. Let's talk about critical hit stages. Now, when you have 3 different sources boosting your critical hit ratio, it's actually possible to guarantee a critical hit. You generally need to set up specific combination to make this happen, but if you manage it then, Professor Cherry finishes the lecture, then sends you on your way when the bell rings. Leaf quickly excuses herself to call Bianca again. I'll see you tomorrow. Go to bed on time. There's no point studying late into the night if you're too tired to think. Right. Okay. Well, let's see who I've got stuff with. Let's see, do I want... Professor Cherry, I've heard, gives out a special critical capture rate if you level up with her, so... Now that I'm there, it might be worth it to talk with her for a bit. Wherever she may be. Is she anywhere? No. Oh, there she is. Yes, I'll rank up with Professor Cherry. Sure. You were walking through the garden when you noticed Professor Cherry furrowing her brown brow and looking down at an orangeberry tree with mild displeasure. Professor Cherry? Oh, well, Hiccup, what can I help you with? Nothing much, Doctor. Is there something I can help you with? It looked like you were giving that that oranberry tree a serious stink eye. No, I don't think there's anything you can do about that one. Unfortunately, these trees seem as though they're being nibbled at by a bug-type Pokemon. Professor Cherry gets surprisingly close to you and points directly through your line of sight at some faint scratch markings on the tree. See those? Mandible markings. The slight disintegration of the wood pulp around the edges indicate the offending Pokemon was probably venomous. It's only a small amount of poison damage, though, so it wasn't anything big. I think it was probably a Venonat? How'd you know? Well, I'm a very good student who stays up to date on the ratings and makes sure to take diligent notes. Well, I'm quite happy to hear that. Or maybe a friend of mine caught a Venonat in this garden in early April. That's fair too. That's what we call field research. Well, I'll leave you to your field research then, Doctor. Yes, have a good day. What? Don't move. Okay. Professor Cherry slowly takes a Pokeball from her coat pocket and holds it in the air. A moment later, she drops it, and in an instantaneous spinning kick, almost faster than you can see, expertly kicks the ball through your legs. Whoa! Turning around, you see a Pokeball rock once, twice, 3 times, and then click. Found the pest. This little guy certainly won't be nibbling at the garden's orange groves anymore. Now, Ma'am, I need you to tell me how to do that. Oh, the capturing a Pokemon by kicking the Pokeball? Yes, that was amazing, Doctor. Doctor, Professor, ma'am, pick one, jeez. Well, I'm afraid it's not the sort of thing I can really easily teach. It's not a nice story, but I had to learn to use my feet for a while. Whoa, can I hear this story? I don't think it'd be entirely appropriate for me to tell a student that story. I'm sure you're mature enough to handle it, but I don't want to risk it. Mature enough to handle it? No way Professor Cherry is any more than 4 years older than me. Heck, in certain lights, she looks like she might be younger. Oh, that's alright then. I can understand wanting to err on the side of caution as a teacher. Okay, this is bothering me, actually. I don't think anyone's ever not told me something about themselves when I asked them to. That's because of phrenergy, I guess. I know this is a weird question, but are you busy, Doctor? Huh? Well, yes, I am a teacher. I'm always busy. But I've got some time if you need help with a subject. I was actually just in my office, holding office hours, but it looks like it's a slow day. So, what can I help you with? Well, you promised me some embarrassing stories about Ethan. Oh, that's right. How about I tell you about the time we went to see the Pokeathlon together? Sure. There was this girl in our town, Newbark Town, Lyra, who was a junior Poke athlete. Ethan and her butted heads, but I think there was a bit of a crush there too. Anyway, she invited her entire class and their parents to watch her participate in the Block Smash event. Ethan's dad was away on a business trip, so I went with him. He cheered himself hoarse for a week. Lyra was grateful he showed up, since that pretty much guaranteed everyone else would as well. Huh? Well, he was really popular and the leader of his class, so wherever he went, everyone else followed. He's a good friend, but that doesn't sound like the kind of thing Ethan is about. Oh. I did end up leaving Newbark Town for 2 years, and after that we didn't have much contact. I was distracted by my research, and I've been pretty much ever since. I suppose he might have changed somewhat in the interim. What made you disappear for 2 years anyway? Some sort of foreign exchange thing, or were you already a professor in training then? That's another private detail, I'm afraid. What? Okay, I guess she's a professor, and professors aren't supposed to share their personal lives with their students, but what's happening here? Okay, well, what made you decide to be a teacher? No way, that's also private? Afraid so. Damn. I get the feeling most people don't put up boundaries around you. Perhaps that's due to your friendship power. Right, I guess all the teachers would have heard about that. Yeah, no, generally speaking, and I totally get where you're coming from. This is just a very new experience. Well then, I must be doing my job as a teacher well. A teacher's meant to introduce you to new experiences, isn't she? Yeah. Okay, here's one. I bet I could just look this up on, like, the school's staff page. What's your doctorate in? Oh. I can answer that one, sure. I'm actually a doctor of Pokemon capturing. Huh? Back in postgrad, my classmates barely even saw me. I spent so much time studying. I was on the fast track as well. They didn't even know what my name was. Most of them just called me Catcher. It took a last-minute intervention from the dean to make sure that my degree didn't say Catcher Cherry on it. Huh, I had no idea that catching Pokemon was a complicated enough field to be a science. Kinda thought you just lowered your opponent's Pokemon HP threw a Pokeball at it? Yes, I know. Believe me, I've had to explain that capturing Pokemon is a science to more people than I can count. My own parents still don't get what I went to school for, but they'd support me in pretty much anything after school. That's weird. That was weird. Well, what's the science of catching about? Well, there are many different kinds of Pokemon, right? And they all have different ways of trying to evade capture. Now, the thing about the Pokemon's evasion instinct, or compulsive capture avoidance, is that they're not truly trying to avoid being captured. Huh? The reason a Pokemon tries to avoid being captured by a trainer, even if the Pokemon approach the trainer to challenge them, is an evolutionary mechanism. Long-term evolution, of course, not the short-term metamorphosis we call evolution. Right, got it. With Pokemon being social creatures who have evolved and adapted alongside humans, it benefits a Pokemon to make sure only the strongest trainers can catch them. That's why they fight back against us, in the wild then. That's right. That's also why they attempt to burst out of Pokeballs thrown at them. They want us to prove ourselves to them. Personally, I think that's admirable. But that Venonat you just caught, you didn't weaken it first, but it just went into the ball. Well, that was a risky move, but I don't have any Pokemon on hand right now, so I just had to aim for the Pokemon's energy nexus. Pardon? You know, their nexus, where they concentrate the energy of their elemental attacks. I've actually never heard of that before. Huh? Well, yes, every Pokemon has a nexus that their energy is concentrated in. A critical hit is often the result of hitting that special spot. And if you hit the Pokemon on the spot directly with a Pokeball, that's called a critical capture. Huh. They really didn't teach you any of this in high school? It was a miracle they taught me anything in high school, honestly. Well, you're lucky that I'm here then. I'm always ready to help my students outside of class. Heck, as I said, I'm doing office hours now. Cool, so learning about these nexus points will help me with my capturing skills, right? It should. Okay, what's the first step? Memorizing nexus locations. There isn't really an easy way to do that. You kind of have to just sit down with a book and memorize them slowly. Professor Cherry, I memorized the Pokédex. I can memorize one more data point for every Pokemon. Really? The entire Pokédex? Yep. Not purposefully, but I did. Alright, well, let's just get started then. I'll start in the Kanto National Pokédex order, as that's what I imagine you're most familiar with. Okay. Bulbasaur line, the tip of their bulbs or flowers. Charmander line, the tips of their tails. Squirtle and Wartortle are the nose. Blastoise is cannons. Caterpie's crest. As Professor Cherry lifts off the locations of various Pokemon to you, you sit on a bench paying rapt attention. And Dragonite's nexus is, of course, the little horn on the top of its head. That finishes the Kanto Pokédex. Are you still here with me for Johto? Sure, but we've been doing this for a while. Are your office hours still open? Oh, wow, time has seriously flown. Sometimes I get so caught up in what I'm doing, I don't notice that hours have... Yes? Is something wrong, Professor? Oh, nothing. Okay. Have a good rest of your day, alright? I hope that my impromptu lecture on critical captures was helpful. Right, you too. Huh, what just happened? You can now perform critical captures. Sweet! When performing a critical capture, you will always capture the Pokemon independent of your normal capture rate. Okay, cool. Your critical capture rate is equal to the average of all your classes' proficiencies. So right now it's equal to 4.53%. Okay. If you want to check your critical capture rate easily, check in with Professor Cherry during free time. No, I have no idea. Oh, hey, Ethan. Oh, hey, Hiccup. What you doing here? Just talking with Professor Cherry for a bit. That's cool. Learn anything new? Nothing about you. Don't worry. Whew! She's got so much dirt on me, it's terrifying. Hey, could you share some information with me? About her? Yeah. Right, so you picked up on her avoidance of talking about her past, huh? A little bit. I'm honestly super confused as to how this happened. I mean, no one has ever not told me something about their past when I asked about it. Sorry, that sounds weird, doesn't it? I getcha. So? I don't think I should tell you, but honestly, man, this is all public information. You can probably just look it up on the internet. Dr. Chris Cherry, right? Yeah, and she has a younger sister named Marina who was involved. Marina was my age, but I didn't see her much. She went to a girls' school in Goldenrod. Alright, I'll look them up then. Yeah, good luck. Hey, Professor Cherry's really cool about stuff, but, don't let her know you're looking into her, alright? Because that's, like, the one thing she won't be cool with, dude. The one time I've ever seen her lose her cool was when a couple journalists from the school newspaper club interrupted homeroom to interrogate her. Oh, boy. Don't worry, I'll be subtle. Cool, man. See you around. Alright, Investigator Knight is on the case. Your heart shifts as your relationship with Professor Cherry evolved from student to investigator. Cool. I should text someone before I head to bed. I have to pick somebody, I guess. You have... do I want to give someone a gift this week? Do I even have anything I can gift? Oh, she's sad. Alright, well, I guess, Hilda. Yeah, I'll text Hilda. Just thought I'd check. How are you doing? So got some free time. Thanks to you. You better quit that spit. I can handle myself. Shit. Yeah, sure you can. Spend some time texting Hilda, but then... Another text? Talked with Bianca. Can't believe it. Couldn't have happened to a nicer person. I've got a plan, but don't think I can provide much immediate comfort. Maybe you could talk to her and Frenergy her up. You know, be a shoulder to cry on. You're good at that. Big shoulders. Good night. Sure. Alright, well, yeah. Good morning, students. Alright, I guess everyone heard what happened. The mood of the classroom feels subdued. I guess the news spread quickly. Regardless of what else is happening, we need to work hard to prepare you for tomorrow's test. We were talking about critical hits, yes? Does anyone remember what the reading said? Hiccup, could you summarize? Your own words, please. Critical hits are a way to ignore attack debuffs? No. Yes? No. Critical hits, I want to say ignore defense buffs. Good. Brief answer, but correct. As Hiccup said, class, if your opponent has boosted defense or special defense stats, a critical hit will just ignore that, allowing you to hit for full damage. Although that's not actually quite right, is it, Hiccup? I said something a little bit wrong there. Do you know what it was? You need to roll a crit confirm before you hit for full damage. Oh, you really are Ethan's dorm mate, aren't you? I'm afraid that's not it, though. In actuality, the wrong thing I said was that you don't hit for full damage. You hit for more than full. 150% of the damage, to be exact. Of course, that's not counting standard damage variation, but let's assume a spherical cow for now. Huh? A spherical cow? A spherical cow is just a joke concept A spherical cow is a joke concept referencing physicists and mathematicians' tendencies to simplify complex problems down to an easily parsable and understandable model. Even if that model is simplified to the point of it has no bearing on reality. You would know something about that, wouldn't you? Oh! So we're not going to take an angle grinder to your mill tank, no. Jeez, what are you, stupid? Alright, well, I'm not feeling ghost recently. Like, I just kind of suck. There's no way I can beat that Mischievous where I'm at right now. I don't need to go to ice for that. Oh boy, oh boy. I may as well try and get my fire up so I can at least level up my Cyndaquil at some point. Hey, Ethan! Let's pretend nothing's weird about this. Yeah, okay, whatever. We did that last time. Hey! He's got a new outfit. The field! Old person. Old person. Old person. The fields off campus are stocked with Cyndaquil. My personal recommendation, as it happens. Ancestrally subterranean, they find bug-type prey through olfaction smell, that is. Their eyes are quite underdeveloped. One of my postdoctoral students now works in Johto. He transferred to Cinnabar after studying in the Oak Laboratory. His dissertation postulated that since Cyndaquil rarely encounter humans in the wild, they lack natural aggression toward them. Studies have handily validated this thesis. Cyndaquil are now bred in Johto as safe, amiable partner Pokemon. And Kobukon comes straight from the source. That's the power of networking, lads and lasses. Don't you forget it. Blaze rhapsodizes about the Flash Fire ability. Cool. Fire type is 12. Wait, had I not gone to this class since the update? Cool. And that's how the battle between Champion Blanc and I was actually much closer than you've probably heard. I totally was gonna win, but you know how things go. Alder, there is no shame in losing to a superior trainer. You don't need to defend yourself. Even if that superior trainer was a 10th your age. She was a 5th my age at minimum. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Bruno! Keep this up and we're gonna have to battle it out in this classroom one of these days. And I'll show you how much of a champion I was then. Elite Four. Anyway, actually, that might be a good idea. How do you feel about a battle in front of the class one of these days? Perhaps we could even pull in some students to fight beside us. That seems reasonable and educational. Excellent. Let's pencil it in for Friday for now. For now, though, let's get those battle partners assigned. Agreed. Hiccup, please battle alongside Leaf. Hey, stranger. Hey there, little lady. What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this? Looking for trouble, and it looks like I've just found a tall glass of it. A glass of trouble? I wasn't aware trouble was a fluid. Really? Wow, the Palatown educational system was truly atrocious. Hey, you're absolutely right. But that doesn't mean I have to like it. But I'd say a solid half of it was my own fault. Memory of a Magikarp, you know, for anything not about Pokemon. Well, one day your memory will evolve. Just don't forget me till then. You are, in every meaning of the word, unforgettable. Are you two done flirting? Thinking about it. Well, think harder. The Batman don't have time for your shenanigans. Yes, Hilbert, we're done. So, we're battling you two, huh? Yeah, looks like I'm the only one here who's not on the battle team. Shit, I'll try not to drag you down, Hilbert. You won't. I'm strong enough to win alone. You seem pretty confident. I am. I beat you in the tryouts. Oh yeah? But you lost to Hiccup, didn't you? I didn't have my choice items back then. Wait, you mean... Now that I have access to my choice items again, I'll defeat you easily. Okay, we need to take him seriously. Focus on his Pokemon, alright? If we don't, he'll outspeed us and destroy us with his choice-boosted moves. Don't count out Hilda. If you spend too much time worrying about me, she'll clean up your messes. That is what I'm best at. Let's do this. Prepare to battle. What in the world? Mastiff? What? Okay, I definitely don't like whatever the hell that is. Anyway, flame charge, take out that Cubchoo. You, Mud Slap. Go. I guess... Thundershock? Maybe. Let's switch out your Pokemon. Oh, your Bulbasaur has evolved. Nice. Let's crystallize for a bit. Let's see, bark up. User restores HP each turn and raises defense but cannot escape. Let's do Bad Breath on Mastiff. Or, okay, well. I guess Ghostlight, you're up. Oh, Snarl's a dark type. Okay. No, not Shockjaw. Let's get Tarantulas out. Hey, it's the Larvitar I helped you get. And it's a dark type, so yeah. Albert! He has a Prinplup? I was not expecting that. Hilbert's team would be the one that kills me, wouldn't it? Wait a minute, that Snorunt doesn't have a choice item. You've a keen eye. I imagine you recognize what it does have then. That's a leftovers. Geez, I gotta take this thing down before it gets out of control. It's just an apple core, why is she so scared? Yeah, considering she's the last one standing though. I guess Twister again. Whew, Snorunt's gone. Okay. Dang. Guess everyone... I've got a shitty team. Wow, I just realized how much it... And why does everyone know Protect? Feckin' heck. Yeah, there was no way I was going to win that. Team gained greater experience. Liberation limit increased. Cool, I'm so glad that everyone gained experience from this. Wow, you two are seriously tough together. I don't think I've ever fought both of you at once. You're telling me, you guys are seriously something else. Really? You battle teamers think so much of us? Shit, I don't know what to say. Thanks, I guess.
I've told you you're an excellent battler before. You wouldn't be surprised. You wouldn't be so surprised if you just listened to me once in a while.
Oh god, Hilbert, don't start. Just don't start.
It was a compliment, jeez. The Batman can't pay you a compliment? Anyway,
Well, that's the mood killed. Hey, if it's a mood that killed Hilbert's parents, this revenge thing would be really easy. I'm not going to heaven, are I?
What are you laughing at?
Oh, nothing in particular. I guess since the mood's already kinda in the toilet and these two are Bianca's roommates. Hey, sorry to bring this up, but how's Bianca?
She's not coming to classes. Doesn't have any plans to do the homework either. What do you think?
God, take the worst, most painful feeling you can.
And multiply it by a railroad spike through the heart.
Hearing from her old roomie last night helped Leaf, and I'm seriously thankful for that. Everyone in the dorm is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, she's still a wreck. My heart breaks that I can't help her. Maybe we can? What do you mean? Dawn's birthday is coming up this Saturday. Dawn mentioned that she hadn't ever had a party before, so I appointed myself most honorable chairwoman of parties. What if we, invite Bianca to the party? Maybe she'll feel better? And we can invite the rest of the old dorm 251, so all her friends are there. That might work.
I'm not sure Dawn would appreciate her birthday party being converted into a cheer up Bianca party, though.
It won't be. We'll keep everything very positive and low key. I won't go overboard. It'll just be a good time for everyone to get together and feel better about whatever's bothering them. What about Dawn's friends, though? Should we invite some of them? You're looking at him. Hilbert?
Absolutely not. What do you think I am, some weirdo who has friends?
You dork. What? She has more friends than me. Uh-huh. Name 2. Well, there's, Licia? She's a club advisor. She doesn't count. Okay, well, she should have more friends than me. She's cool. No denying that. And I want to be her friend, and not just because I want to jump into her Altaria's feathers. But the point is that if we want this party to have more attendees than the Supreme Queen of Parties herself, we're going to have to do some legwork. Titling yourself and referring to yourself in the third person, we are reaching critical levels of smuggery here. Normally I'd pause to graciously accept this compliment, but I'm on a mission here. My bad. Don't let me stop your crazy train of thought. Hilda, you'll be there to support Bianca, right? Hell yeah, I'll clear out my schedule, no matter what else is on it. And Hilbert, you share ice classes with Dawn, right? You'll be there to support her.
No.
Hilbert, what the fuck?
Let me finish. It's just a birthday. Nothing to celebrate. But I will be there for Bianca.
Aw, you do have a heart.
Her father was murdered. This has nothing to do with hearts. Family is everything. Losing family like that, I can't help but stay up late at night and think about the murder, the tragic, brutal murder of my parents in Crime Alley when I was 8 years old. And how I vowed that day that no one would ever have to go through that again. And in this one small instance that I really had no control over whatsoever, I failed in that objective. And someone close to me, who I probably knew because we're from the same place, is now suffering that same pain I did. I failed as the Batman. This is unforgivable.
I'm sure he can understand more than anybody else how Bianca must be feeling right now.
There's a critical amount of time after a tragedy where a person needs support to not go off the deep end. I expect everyone to do their best to help Bianca.
Is this Hilbert?
And hopefully you two are better at that than you are at battling.
Hilbert, don't be rude. Oh, there we go. That's the Hilbert I know.
That'll be all for today. Enjoy the rest of your day. I need some new dialogue, please.
Alright, I think... Hi? I don't like that look. But we'll find out what that look is next time on the next video for Pokemon Academy Life Forever. For now, though, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you again to our Patreons who support the channel. If you would like to become a Patreon yourself, the link to my Patreon is down in the description, where you can help support us for a very small fee. And also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. They go a long way to helping me make these videos. Anywho, thank you all again so much for watching. I will talk with you all later in the next video. Oh, if you'd like to play the game yourself, the link for the Discord server where you can download the most up-to-date version of the game is in the description. Go and play it, and you may even see me there on Discord. So, with that being said, thank you all again for joining me, and that, as they say, is that.